let's play as a Silent. Ogrim Ogrim wanted Ironclad and then Silent, but I've been playing a lot of Ironclad lately. Sure, why don't we play as a Silent? Random rare relic, random common relic. I mean, you gotta go for the rare relic for 99 gold, right? If it gives you buffer, that could save you an insane amount of HP. If it gives you, curses give you strength, hey, that's a little bit of damage early. It's appropriate, it's helpful. Winged boots? Ugh, I mean, yeah, we could fight like 12 elites if we want on the first floor, but is that really anything good? I kind of feel like winged boots is a little bit of a whiff, to be honest with you. But, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could do 5 combats and then bounce to fight one more elite. What's the best elite path for us? I don't want to fight the Burning Elite floor 1. Although, I mean, I guess in theory we could. Burning Elite floor 1, get it out of the way. I mean, really, the only reason why I don't like to fight the Burning Elite on floor 3 is because of the freaking Reptomancer. All the other elites are, like, fine. Wing Boots is such a weird relic to use. Wing Boots is strange because it usually doesn't matter. Like, who cares if you fight this guy or this guy? Who cares if you go here and it's a combat versus here and it's a guaranteed combat, You only want to fight a few elites anyways on the way up unless your deck is absurdly powerful and, getting wing boots doesn't help you to get strong. So, like, it's one of those interesting relics that I just don't get. I just don't get it. Just like Burning Pact, I just don't get it. 12 damage. Well, we did finally get to Survivor. Neutralizes 9. I'd rather take 0, so I'm gonna slow play this horrendously. 14 plus 6, 20 damage. I mean, 3 strikes and, oh, never mind, it's 9 block, but we're still taking none. Going very slow here. Pretty much just entirely reliant upon the RNG to give us a good set of draw. Is it 9? So 13? We gotcha. Bit of a long combat. Deadly Poison, Poison Stabbed, Outmaneuver. It's tough because I really, in general, I prefer Deadly Poison with the exception of Gremlin Knob. Gremlin Knob, I'd rather have the Poison Stab, but Deadly Poison, it doubles the well, it doesn't double, but it gets 2 poison on the upgrade as opposed to 1. It's burstable. It's more poison damage. I mean, over the long term, this is more damage than the Poison Stab. So give me the Deadly Poison. It synergizes if we get it with Art of War, but I'm gonna take the Stab though. I do worry about Gremlin Knob. If we were at the end of Act 1, I think you can take a different card there. You can take a different choice. We're gonna play a Survivor anyway, so just play that. Boom, done. You're easier to kill with the poison. Smack you. Okay. You're dead. Taking no damage. Slow play. Slow play. Good draw. I could have looked at my draw pile and probably seen all of those defends in there. Bane, Backstab, Flying Knee. Bane, very good for poison, but I think the Backstab is honestly just better. Sure, it does cost you 1 card draw, but it's 11 damage guaranteed for free. You can spend your other 3 energy on 6 cards. So I think I'm gonna take the Backstab. I just like it to kill enemies faster. Even now, Backstab neutralizes a kill in the slime. It's just, now I'm not gonna take 7 backstabs, although if they were upgraded, you might have to convince me it's the wrong call, but I think early it's acceptable. And then you get this is one of the hardest choices for me, honestly, because none of these cards are particularly good. Backflip is just a defend that draws you an extra card. Slice is free, so you can play other cards along with it, and Dagger Throw is technically draw, so you can get to another card that you might want to play. It enables discard synergies, it enables discard relics. Its damage is better than a strike. Ogrim says, so skip it. Can you, here's another question though. This is kind of a learning run for me. I'm asking a lot of questions. Can you afford to skip this choice fighting elites on Act 1 on A20? Can you afford to lose extra damage or the possibility of drawing, another strike against Gremlin Knob? Can you afford to, lose the free slice when you're going up against Lagavulin? Can you afford to lose backflip when you're going up against the sentries and the extra draw helps you to get through the dazes a little bit faster or maybe draw another defend? They do almost nothing, except if we draw a tactician, Dagger Throw's a little bit more interesting of a take. Power spike is minimal. So Ogrim's saying if they're all garbage, don't take them. I still might want to take a backflip, right? Wait, if Ogrim says skip, I'm gonna skip then. I'm gonna keep going up into this combat path. Keep looking for cards. Ooh, how do you do this one? I mean, in theory, we've got a defensive backflip seems decent. See that? I would take backflip if we had fought Gremlin Knob, but before Gremlin Knob, it's hard for me to want to take a backflip when I'm not going to play it against him. That's honestly a tough one. I mean, that saves you more damage over the long term anyways, so. 16 damage. I will take one. I would have taken any of those cards over skipping. I mean, honestly, I would have taken them too, but I'm gonna lean into chat's help on this run. I'm gonna play more slowly. I'm gonna ask questions, and I'm gonna ask chat's opinion. This is gonna be a chat and Abe plays Slay the Spire run. So for instance, Eviscerate, Endless Agony, Cloak and Dagger. Eviscerate's gonna be too expensive, X. Although with Dagger Throw, maybe it could have been a little bit more playable. Cloak and Dagger is a skill that does 4 damage. Not that good on Gremlin Knob, but slightly better on other fights as well. Endless Agony is 8 damage for free. But why take Endless Agony and not a Slice? Excuse me, Slice can be played repeatedly. Endless Agony could charge like a Shuriken or a Kunai. We don't have those. Endless and Eviscerate are terrible, says Ogrim. Well, I don't think Eviscerate's terrible. If you have a discard deck, it works, but in this run, it's terrible for sure. Then again, it is 21 damage. 3 strikes is 18 damage though. Yeah. Ogrim says Cloak and Dagger is all right-ish. Really? What should I take? This is honestly one that I would skip on, but I don't know if we can afford to skip on so many cards. Like, we need to add stuff to the deck as opposed to remove stuff from the deck. What I don't like about Cloak and Dagger is that you don't gain more block on the upgrade. You just get 4 damage, which is kind of pointless. What's coming up? Coming up is we could veer and get lots of upgrades and 2 elites, which could be pretty good, or we could veer and do 1, 2, 3, 4 elites. We basically have a choice. We can fight 0 to 4 elites with any amount of camps. So we could do combat, upgrade, fight. I mean, we could fight 3 elites. Fight. If we want to use Winged Boots, but I feel like Winged Boots would be better for later. But we could use it once and then fight 2 elites. In fact, we could upgrade and then fight another elite, so we get 2 elites on the third floor. Yeah, that was the 4th fight. I'll take a Cloak and Dagger. Okay, so Backstab is a free kill. You love seeing a low health Louse, although it is essentially random. Goodbye, Cloak and Dagger. You're not worth playing. At least for, like, the fights themselves, you know, I can run the math. So I feel like for the combat, I don't really need the help. It's more like card selection and choice that I need help on. I need the advice of people smarter than me, like concentrate, backflip, and dagger throw. Concentrate is useless. Dagger throw's okay. Backflip is block and draw. At this point, I am going to take a dagger throw, though. I'm not taking it for draw. I'm not taking it for discard. I'm not taking it for draw. I'm taking it because we need an attack added to this deck that does something, because currently we're kind of falling behind the curve if we don't take something. So then, I guess we'll do upgrade twice, then fight two elites. Is that a good choice? Because I'll do it if it's a good choice. Alternatively, if we upgrade once, we could fight 3 elites with one question mark in between. What are we gonna upgrade? Everyone always says upgrade neutralize, and I understand it, but I would much prefer to have another weakness card in the deck by this point, but we don't have one. Cloak and Dagger upgrade is 4 damage. Neutralize upgrade is 1 damage, 1 weak. Backstab is 4 damage. Poison Stab I actually like as an upgrade, because it's a 3 damage upgrade, but the poison does 1 additional damage every turn as long as you have poison. So the Poison Stab is actually an efficient upgrade, I think. Let's go for let's just keep going. And I am gonna go for the Poison Stab. I know, upgrade Neutralize. Yeah, but if we fight the sentries, Neutralize is pointless anyways. Anger the Mushrooms. We're gonna anger the Mushrooms. We can probably kill them. We got potions, and they're not attacking on turn 1, which is actually not good. But we'll see what happens. This is kind of what I want. Because now, that's a kill. That's a kill. And we'll take 8 damage. You know what? That's not. I could have just kept the potion, but I always keep my potions and then don't have anything to do with them later on in the run. So why don't we just use some potions? I'll take 6. We get Odd Mushroom and a Smoke Bomb, so I'm glad I used the potion. 1,000 cuts. Ugh. Awful. Outmaneuver. Not what we're looking for. Sucker Punch. I mean, it is more weakness and it is more damage, but my favorite weakness card is Leg Sweep, but of course it's hard to get a Leg Sweep in your deck. It was worth 8 health, not reasonably justifiable. I mean, I got a potion back. It seems pretty good in my books. I did evaluate it. I ran a cost-benefit analysis on whether or not we had a possibility of getting a potion. I ran a bit of a gamble. I think it worked out pretty well. Although I don't like using smoke bombs, but if we need it, we got it. I don't like 1,000 cuts. I think it's a little slow and expensive. Mighty Odin, welcome. So Ogrim, 1,000 cuts or Sucker Punch? Give me your choice. Give me your option. Give me your recommendation. And anyone else in chat can also chime in with their thoughts. I think that 1,000 cuts is a little slow though, and probably not worth getting. But we could upgrade it first, then fight some. It's a Guardian Man. We could upgrade it first, then fight a couple of more elites, but we're gonna be running out of wing boots at some point. I like a Sucker Punch. Skip again, says Ogrim. He says skip again, really? We've added 4 cards to the deck. Maybe this is where my thoughts on the game are wrong compared to better players, because at this point I would be adding more cards because we need to play cards that are not strikes and defends. I feel like if you're playing a strike or a defend, you're losing. So, like, in my opinion, you know, in my pick, I would be like, okay, well, we need something. Sucker Punch is good. It's damage, it's weakness. You know, against Gremlin Knob, we're happy to have it. Against Lagavulin, we're happy to have it. Versus a strike. Ogrim says I would be neutral about it. Well, I'm going to take a Sucker Punch then. I'm going to take a Sucker Punch because I think we need something else. And I'm going to fight an elite. I'm gonna look for maybe like vulnerability on something. We didn't get it, but a free predator is kind of fantastic. By the way, roar! 12 damage on strikes. Okay, so what's 12 plus? I mean, actually, I think we cloak and dagger. I know that that's don't play a skill, but 2 strikes plus 1 other card kills him. Nice. Nice. I appreciate this game. Well, it happens. Hey, gambling chip's pretty good. Sucker Punch, Skewer, Finisher. I mean, Finisher with shivs can be pretty decent if you have the ability to play a lot of shivs. But I hate the shiv deck, especially in the late game. Skewer could be pretty decent. You know, it's especially upgraded. It's good damage and it's 1 card for an attack, as opposed to having, you know, 5 cards in hand. You just have 1 Skewer. So I like it. Dun. But I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for opinions to filter in first. This is a help Abe win the game style of of run today. Can't help but notice Ogrim's advice has a lot of I guesses in it. I'm not. Skewer is nice, I guess. Finisher is nice if Cloak and Dagger is upgraded. I mean, we could upgrade it. Where are we going on this path, by the way? Are we actually gonna bail to fight multiple elites, or are we gonna just go up here to fight this elite and then keep Winged Boots? We could keep Winged Boots, I guess. So, you know, he says Cloak and Dagger is good if, or sorry, he says Finisher is good if Cloak and Dagger is upgraded. There you go. Boom. Although Ogre now says Skewer would be my personal pick. All right, well, you know, I should have read that. 1 or 2 more elites. Let's go question mark. I like it. Heal, fight an elite. He's secretly running this run into the ground. I don't believe that. I am gonna open up on Lagavulin. We got no powers in the deck. Oh, I should have played that first. That would have been so nice. That was a misplay, but that was like card order misplay. We gotta be hitting him harder, but we're about to shuffle. Hopefully we'll draw some good stuff. He's half dead, and you know, he is slowly dying. He's getting there. We're gonna take another 10. Card order misplay, still a misplay. You know what? You're not wrong. 5, 4, 9, 3. You're not dying, so defend, defend. We're gonna take another 6. We're gonna be a little lower than I would have liked, and I think honestly the finisher would have killed him a turn faster. So Vyra I mean, dude, Piercing Wail. Vira's pretty good. Incentivizes a little bit more direct offense. It's 13 damage, which is not enough to kill you, but we'll play Cloak and Dagger anyway, so that will kill you. Yeah, we might make some shivs added to this deck at some point. Makes Finisher better too. By the way, Ka. Cultist Potion, Terror, Dash, Expertise. I mean, I like Terror and Dash. Expertise I don't like, but I think Terror is probably the better play. Upgraded, it's free, and we have a lot of physical attacks in our deck right now. Dash is good block, and we don't have a lot of block, but I still kind of like the Terror. I mean, it's 50% more damage for the whole fight. That's really good. Dun 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 dun. I'm leaning towards Terror myself. I'm waiting for advice to filter in. Ogrim says Terror. Donk. When he agrees with me, that's when I know I'm doing a good job. We're gonna have to play Defend on this turn, so dump that. Everything else is good, for the most part. No Poison Stab, unfortunately, but that's okay. I like Terror. I feel like whenever I watch Jorbs, his opinion is lower and lower every time. I mean, I think, at least for me personally, I like Terror, but I don't like the physical attack builds on the Silent. I much prefer Poison if I can get Poison. It's like normally I would say, hey, Crippling Cloud's pretty good, but I'm also looking at this Deflect like free block for 0. It's pretty good. And before Wristblade from Boss. Don't remind me of that one run I had where I did a Shiv deck. I took Wristblade. I went to Act 3, made it to the bosses, died, but on the run, I found a Shuriken in the shop, but couldn't afford it, and I found a Kunai in the shop, and I couldn't afford it. Deflect, meh, hurts Snecko, sure. I'll take a Crippling Cloud. Now upgrade or rest. I would lean into Crippling Cloud is nice because it enables Poison Stab to do damage more reliably over a longer period of time. Terror being cheaper doesn't really matter that much. Weakness could be good, but we have 2 weak cards in the deck, and well, right now, roughly 50% of the time, we'll be able to make the boss weak. Finisher. It's only 2 damage. Piercing Wail, we don't need the extra strength debuff on this fight. I am leaning towards an upgrade myself because we have potions. You know, we can always pop Cultist Potion and then do more damage over the fight. In fact, I probably will do that for this boss just to make sure that we get through it. So, you know, I will upgrade. Ogrim says I'm bad at this because I usually go a bit greedily. I think we're gonna go for Crippling Cloud. We have a potion, and I'm totally fine popping it just to ensure that we can. Wow, no finisher. I mean, our deck is 22 cards. Oh my god, it's so thick with things that I don't like. But let's just make sure that we can get through the combat. Should have played Dagger Throw first. Luckily, we didn't draw finisher. By the way, you're dead. Okay, you're not dead, but you're dying, hopefully. All right. This means we take one. I'd rather not even play the Shiv. My deck is always full of random crap I happen to not like, but used to like, and I wonder what happened. Sounds like my decks. Wait a minute. You know what? That Shiv is going to be worth more in the future thanks to the strength anyways. So, we're going to die. You know what? No, we could attack him hard enough to kill him, but we know that we're going to have a bad turn with no blocks, and it's going to be next turn. So, we got to make sure that we can play 3 attacks and not die next turn. So, it's all in. We gotta play this. We gotta play this. We gotta play this. We need more defense in this deck. I mean, Corpse Explosion. Malaise is defense, but Corpse Explosion is Corpse Explosion, right? You just take it, you snap take it, you snap pick it, you say, hey, you kill Donu, you kill Deck at the same time, you kill any of the daggers on Reptomancer, you kill them all at the same time. Take Corpse Explosion. Pandora's Box, Slaver's Collar, Sacred Bark. You know? Yeah, 1 HP more than necessary. I don't even need Ogrim on this one. I'm gonna take Pandora's Box, I think. All of our cards suck. We'll only have 2 blocks. But our cards suck. We get 2 Adrenalines, an Infinite Blades, Endless Agony, Malaise, Sneaky Strike, Prepared, Quick Slash, Backflip, and Heel Hook. What? I don't even know how to think of the deck right now. I don't know what happened. I don't know. What do I take? What do I do here? What do I play? Well, neutralize means we don't really need Crippling Cloud. We need blocks. Kind of need Terror. If we discard Sneaky Strike can be free, and we can get to Adrenalines. So like, do this. And then do this. We're looking for a block and Terror. We got a Backflip, okay. I mean, I'm like, can I kill you? I can't kill you, can I? 4, 16, 39, 49, 63, 73. I only need 11 damage. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I can kill this guy on this turn. I can kill you. I can kill you on this turn. That's strange. Well, let's start here. We're still kind of looking for Terror. I mean, that should do it, right? There it is. Oh my. Oh, although we can't play this in Sneaky, so play this first, then play this, and smack him, smack him, smack him. I think I ran the math wrong, but true. Just do 200 damage AOE on turn 1, then you don't need any blocks. My thinking exactly. All right, so I don't know, something. Anyways, like, you're dead anyways. I don't know, did I misplay in there? Cloak and Dagger is interesting. F on math. I thought I had it, but maybe it was 63, not 73 on my math. We could take another Cloak and Dagger. Do we have anything that synergizes with it? Finisher and Infinite Blades. And, of course, Vira. And, of course, it is a block, so I think we do need it for the block. Apparition. Nah. Apparition's good, but 3 of them for 33 HP I don't think is worth it. I'm gonna wait for Ogrim's advice on this one, though. Yeah, I should have re-ran the math, but I was just confused on the fight. I just wanted the fight to be over. I mean, this is the only reason why we won the Watcher run that we played recently. Sphonicdorf, welcome. We are a fast killing damage deck, makes the apparitions better. But like, I guess the problem is, sure, we can do, well, less than 73 damage to an enemy on the first turn, and then after that, what the hell do we do? At least someone says hi to me, says Mighty Odin. I did, actually. So there you go. Yeah? People are saying, all right, you know what? All right. Sure, apparitions, I'll take them. Would have been nice to upgrade them, but choose a card to add or heal for 7. All right, I'll choose a card to add. I'm leaning towards Catalyst. I always forget that the shivs were reworked at some point in the past. Blade Dance is 3 instead of 2, and then upgraded 4 instead of 3 shivs. Accuracy is a lot better. Cat isn't great nor enablers. I mean, there are enablers. It's called there's 21 poison damage and everything's dead. It's called there's freaking 12 poison damage. Upgraded this and upgraded that. It's like 20 poison damage. It's not about, Catalyst, in my opinion, is not about getting 3,000 poison on an enemy. It's getting enough poison on an enemy that they're gonna die eventually. Will ethereal cards exhaust if you retain them? Yes. So for the Watcher, you can't retain them, and if you have Runic Pyramid, they'll still exhaust. If you discard them through a prepared, they're fine, but if they're in your hand at the end of turn, they're gone, just like a daze. I do like it. I think if you don't take a Catalyst and you have 1 poison card in your deck, you're kind of just asking for trouble. So I'm gonna discard Cloak and Dagger because it enables the Sneaky Strike. You know what? We're not gonna make you weak. Discard the This is still more damage than the Cloak and Dagger, though. Yeah, get rid of the Cloak and Dagger. Now just make sure you run your math right on this one. Upgraded backflip. We don't have that many skills in our deck, unfortunately. Noxious is a little bit of progressive poison, but I think with a couple of poison cards and Catalyst, that's probably good enough, even though I really like Noxious, but I think that a backflip is good enough. Sure, it's a bit of a tougher call, but I think it's worth it. Who's this boss? This boss is Swordman, which makes the Catalyst maybe a little bit more appealing. Get a curse, regret. We could discard it, but there's no shop on the floor, so screw that. Well, time to upgrade. And I think we're gonna go for, I mean, there's a lot of choices here. Adrenaline, Corpse Explosion, Terror, Catalyst. Malaise. Cloak and Dagger. I like the energy from Adrenaline, though. It's basically I'm spending an upgrade getting energy for the future that could hit like a Malaise or something. So I think this is there's no penalty doing this. There's also no penalty upgrading on the Terror, though. Is upgraded apparition free? Upgraded apparition means that it won't exhaust, it won't etherealize itself. If it's in your hand, whatever, it discards. It turns it into a normal card as opposed to a daze. But we'll probably play these when they show up. Upgraded prepared is also tempting. I don't think we need an infinite blades. I'm gonna go for the adrenaline. Again, terror is also an interesting choice, but I'm gonna go for the adrenaline first. And I gotta be honest with you, high energy malaise ruins this guy's life. So I'm actually gonna go for a long play here. I'm gonna try to make sure that this guy is ruined. Like completely ruined. I want him to never be able to attack ever again. And we essentially did just that, so he's ruined. And I'm not even gonna use potions now, because why bother? Okay. Might as well. And you know what? Keep you weak. Goodbye, apparition. He does have single hit turns, but you know, they're not really, wow. We're gonna take 1 damage. It's not really that big of a problem. Any interest in playing Downfall since you 100%ed Vanilla Slay the Spire? Technically, I've not 100%ed Vanilla Slay the Spire. I still need to, finish 1 achievement, and I forget what it is. I have 98.5% of Slay the Spire completed. I'll be honest with you though, I have forgotten what the last achievement is. What is the last achievement in this freaking game? I'll have to look it up. Caltrops, Cloak and Dagger, Distraction. Right, kill a boss on turn 1. Right. That'll be a lot easier on like Ascension 0. I could draft a poison deck and try to kill like Guardian on turn 1 or something. Let me rephrase then. The answer is maybe, it depends. We'll decide in the future, but it could be fun. I don't know. I haven't even looked at it at all. Probably skip. Skipping is interesting. I also have a temptation to go for Caltrops, and if I'm honest, it's not even for anything except for the heart fight. If you have 3 Caltrops, like if you had Bronze Scales, it's 45 damage every time the heart hits you. With 5, it's 75. So with Malaise in the deck, you know, with a more defensively minded deck, this is 75 damage every 3 turns in the heart fight. We're not struggling for damage. We're not struggling for damage because a lot of our damage is temporary. We have Endless Agonies in deck. We have a lot of opportunity to draw early thanks to 7 cards and Gambling Chip. We have a Backstab. But once we get rid of these, are we really going to be relying on Cloak and Dagger and Finisher to kill the heart? No. Cloak and Dagger is going to cost us too much block. In fact, Cloak and Dagger gives us 0 block on the heart fight if we play the Shivs. And we could rely on Poison. You know what? We can rely on Poison. We don't need Caltrops. Yeah, Poison kind of takes the same place because we're going to do 30 damage every turn as opposed to 70 damage every 3 turns. So you know what? I will skip these. I will skip these, damn it. And we'll upgrade again because we can. And honestly, give me the other adrenaline. Yeah, it's Caltrops is good scaling damage. It's not really scaling damage, it's passive damage. Poison is scaling damage. But yeah, they effectively do the same thing, especially on the heart fight, where if you live long enough, the heart will die and you don't have to hit it directly. We have a very physically offensive deck right now, but you know, the poison, if we get 30 poison on the heart, we just have to block, okay, we have to block a lot of turns, but you know, if we get 40 poison, then 50 poison, yeah, we can kill the heart frequently, quickly. War Paint. You hit 2 apparitions. You know, I'm not sad. I'm not sad. Thick deck, 29 cards. It's thick enough. So Sneaky Strike is gonna get hit by Survivor and become free. Malaise we don't really need, but it's a good if we have cards. You know what? We don't need it. Don't need it. I think this is what we want. I want to try to kill these guys as quickly as possible, and 2 apparitions is totally fine. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's gonna take us to 8. This will take us to 9. Finisher on like a slaver is okay. How much energy do we have in hand? 1, 2, 3, 4. We can afford to backflip, try to find the terror. Got a quick slash. Cloak and dagger. I mean, they charge finisher, so I'm okay to see these. You smack them. Smack them. Smack them. Smack him. Smack him. This is now, what's 7 times 6? 42 or something like that? I can't stop you from making me weak. I think I'd rather stop the Taskmaster, actually. Don't kill, look for corpse explosion. What do I care? This guy's gonna have 5 HP if I kill him. Corpse explosion will kill his friend anyways, you know? We can kill the enemy and stall. We don't have to keep all 3 of them alive. Because we're gonna play this and we're gonna play this anyways, so yeah, I think I'll just finisher. I think I'll finisher you, honestly. Corpse explosion might not kill you next turn, but we have intangibility anyway, so we can stall slightly. I'd love to get a, what the heck? Love to get a block. Piercing Wail doesn't do anything. It looks like it does, but it doesn't. I think we just accept 2 damage. And we ensure that this guy is dead next turn regardless of what we draw. Yeah, I mean, that worked out pretty well. Okay, okay. Tingsha. Whenever you discard, deal 3 damage. I mean, we got Gambling Chip. That's okay. Storm of Steel works with it. Outmaneuver his energy. We only have 3 energy, but really, we're kind of focusing on a turn 1 100 damage turn that gets some enablers out there, maybe even a malaise. I gotta remember, you know, they buffed Shiv meta. This costs 1 energy, not 2. We have a lot of card draw. We have a lot of card draw until we hit like no adrenalines, backflip and quick slash. Accept the thick deck. Become one with the thick deck. Dude, I don't think we take any of these. You can't play finisher after a Storm of Steel. And am I gonna play a Shiv for 4 damage, take 2 damage on the heart fight in the late game? No, I'd rather play something else for 1 energy, as opposed to Storm of Steel, which could give me like, what, 2 or 3 Shivs? I think we skip this. I don't think this is a good card. I don't. I think it's a bad card. Okay, well, I mean, you like it. You also like getting rid of this, and then this. If we're playing Apparition, we can kill the Fungi Beast on this turn, and we need to draw more stuff. So, oh god. That's so loud. They never did fix that sound effect, did they? You think that they would. They never did. I mean, this does 24 damage to your friend. Ting-a-ling-a-ling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We dumped Catalyst, didn't we? Yeah. I think I'm okay just doing 24 damage to your friend. Sorry, I muted myself because I coughed in the middle of my sentence. Clunk. Alright, fair enough. I mean, we're punching through his armor pretty nicely. That'll kill you next turn. So we only need to do 6 plus 9 damage. That'll do it. Barely, but it'll do it. Also, I definitely should have not gotten rid of the Survivor, because we could have played it to block 1 damage. Oh, dude, footwork is so good. Acrobatics is also tempting to get through the deck faster, but I've gone through this before. I don't like drawing for energy when it's the only thing the card does. At least Dagger Throw is damage. At least Backflip is block. Without a, I forget the name of the card, but without the card where you discard it and you gain energy, I don't think this is worth it, because am I really gonna go down to 2 energy in a turn with 7 cards in hand and have to find a way to play them all? No, I'd rather just take a Footwork. Footwork is just good. It's insanely good. And I am gonna go for another Elite Fight. We got a lot of potions we can play. Crippling Cloud is very good. We're likely to get to 2, dude, I actually think he just dropped this. This is a good turn. We're likely to get to 2 apparitions by the next turn. Da 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 da. Acrobatics was good because you could discard your apparitions and draw them on turns when you do or don't need them. Kite Relic is the one where you get energy for discarding. I always forget about that too, but yeah, the Kite Relic would be good. But there's also a card, Tactician. I always forget about it. I feel like we need Terror. I feel like we need Crippling Cloud. Could also pop some potions if we were so invested. For instance, Crippling Cloud, Poison Stab is 11. We could double that twice, turn it to 44 poison. 44 poison kills him next turn, so I'm very tempted to just pop the potion. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do it. It just it ensures that we don't need to rely on draw. Because there's a chance we wouldn't draw what we needed, and we didn't really draw what we needed, but he's dead anyways. We got so many potions, I'm okay with that. Mighty Odin says, to be honest, I don't much like discard decks. Discard decks can be extremely powerful if you can make them work. It exhausts, you either play it or discard it. I love a deflect. We only have 3 energy. This is worth playing, especially with the footwork being out there. Especially if we have both of them upgraded, it's 10 block for 0. But Crippling Cloud is also nice just to get the weakness and the poison out there to kill things. Do we want 2 of them in the deck? I don't know. Probably not, but it's a good card and I like seeing it, and it's AoE, and it's a weakness, and it helps. Especially when you hit it with a catalyst, too. So I like these. But you know what? I don't think we need 2 of them. This deck is, like, thick and bad. I don't know what the deck is doing. We need to remove, like, so much trash. Infinite blades I haven't played once. I think we need to get rid of this. Taking the deflect. You can't tell me what to do. You can't tell me what to do, Dad. This is a definite, can we get to corpse explosion? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Honestly, we can get to corpse explosion. There it is. Goodbye, apparition. I never knew ye. All right, we have to do 12 damage and they're all dead. He's dead. He's dazed. Took 103 damage. Masterful Stab, Quick Slash, Dagger Spray. I think this is a skip. None of these cards even do anything for us. Technically, Masterful Stab could be free forever, but, you know, if we take 1 damage 15 times, I don't think we're going to be playing this. We have AoE. We don't need dagger draw for, you know, for 1 energy, we do a small amount of damage and draw a card. Oh, fantastic. Remove a card from your deck. Yes. What do we remove? What have we not played? I have not played Infinite Blades once. I think we're gonna purge that. It does work with Finisher, but not well. It's 4 damage per turn right now. Infinite Blades is all right. Okay, Ogrim, what do I remove then? If you're such a smarty pants, and you are a god at Slay the Spire, it's 6 per turn? I guess, yeah, after we play Terror, it is 6 per turn. But I still hate shivs on the heart fight. I think it's gonna be garbage. Endless Agony? Endless Agony is 2 shivs when we draw it. I'd rather purge a Quick Slash because it gets us to the rest of the cards in the deck faster. At least this exhausts, and when you draw it, you could discard it from Gambling Chip. But I guess it takes up space in your deck. Really, get rid of Endless Agony here? I kind of like it for the turn 1 chunk. Kind of don't like Quick Slash. Like, you play him, you exhaust him, you do damage for free. If they're terrorized, it's 12 damage. It gets them killed faster. I think I'm gonna dump the Quick Slash. I just don't value the card at all. Now, this could be a good opportunity to get the key. I think I'm actually gonna go for maybe the Malaise, just because I know that this boss fight is gonna suck. Although, like, this is a fight that's interesting. I don't know when to play it. If we play it after he splits, it's better. Like, how are we gonna survive this fight after he rolls? We're gonna build up poison and then triple it and get him down to low amount of HP. So I'm gonna upgrade Catalyst. Once we play Corpse Explosion, Poison Stab, and the Crippling Cloud, he could have 60 poison. Yeah. I think we gotta upgrade this card. Let's get our enablers out there early. Endless Agony, it'll come back, but it does count as a discard for Gambling Chip, so we draw an extra card. But I'm not gonna use Strength, because I wanna build up more poison and then triple it at the right moment. We'll use Strength when we want to, I think. And we're gonna play footwork too. Start here. Just drawing, looking for other cards. I kind of don't want to play Adrenaline. I'd rather wait for a better Malaise opportunity. Like, if we don't need to play it, why play it? These are upgraded, so we can hold on to these too. I'm just gonna smack you. We should have played Corpse Explosion. Why not play the Corpse Explosion, you dummy? All right, maybe bit of a mistake there. That's fine. Okay, 10 poison. You're debuffing me, which means I'm probably going to be vulnerable next turn. We played the non-upgraded apparition, so the other two are going to stay in the deck forever. Get the Shiv out. Shuriken and Kunai would certainly help, especially Kunai, because once we play the apparitions, we kind of need more block. I think this is an appropriate turn for this. I'm not gonna play the apparition to block like 6. I mean, we're low on HP, but the apparition could block like 50 later. We're vulnerable, but at least we're not frail. You're taking 13 damage. I mean, the question is, do I Catalyst? Damn it. Right now, you're gonna go down to 200 and something HP. If I Poison Stab Catalyst, 17 times 3, it's just about 60 poison. Are we really gonna go on ya? What I hate about this is that next turn he's gonna Purge. If we don't play it, he's not gonna Purge, but then he'll Purge. Is he gonna Purge the turn after that? He's gonna take 25 damage. He won't Purge the turn after that. But we'll have to draw Catalyst to get good value out of it. I actually think that what we do, and he hasn't even gained any strength yet. That sucks. Do I just play a Deflect? It's my bomb. I think I just play Deflect and take 7. Because if I play Poison Stab Catalyst, he's gonna go to 17 times 3, which is 50, no, 17 times 3, how much poison is that? 51? So go to 51 poison. So over the next 2 turns, he's gonna take 100 damage. That's not enough. I need him to be lower than 150 HP. Next turn, we're gonna get a couple of shivs. Dude. But what, like... We're gonna go for it. I should have popped the potion! I think we're dead. I forgot to play the potion. Hold on, hold on. Okay. I forgot to play the potion. I'm doing this again because I'm a freaking dummy and I forgot to play my potion. And the ancient potion. I was gonna play both of them and I completely forgot. Guys, the stream was buffering. Did anyone see what happened? Nope. You're just a little bit slow on the stream is all. Don't worry about it. Okay, so this is me being dumb. You play Corpse Explosion because if your whole strategy is to apply poison, do it. Duh. Stream delay is terrible? Yeah, you're telling me. Okay, that was the non-upgraded apparition. Oh, hey, look! It's fine. You're not doing anything. I don't know why you're not doing anything, but you're not doing anything. Okay, well, goodbye, you two. You know what, just so I don't forget. Because I'm likely to forget, let's be honest. I want to get that poison up there. Yeah, the idea of not using the poison potion at the beginning is that I actually want to try to stack up as much poison as possible to get triplicated by Catalyst. So like even now I'm like, you know, backflip did draw adrenaline, which is what I was hoping for. But we can get more poison up there. 22. You're gonna split after this turn. So we need to keep you at 244 HP or above. That's fine. That's fine. Don't play this. That'll ruin it. Now we need to draw Catalyst. And we did. So we Catalyst. He's gonna take 120 damage. And I'm just gonna hit him. We're not really taking that much. And now we have 2 turns just to bounce on this guy. Hit him as hard as we can. Maybe we could have played this in a slightly different order, but we got him. So, 2 mistakes that we accounted for. Yo, that's good. Pop the strength potion when you split him, so you can do more damage and kill him, and then also, hey, if you're wanting to play the Catalyst to kill him, play the freaking poison on turn 1 of the fight. So that worked better. I also really like Alchemize. I also really like both of these. I like Cursed Key and I like Runic Pyramid. To be able to hold on to the apparitions and play them on appropriate turns makes me think that Runic Pyramid's the play. If we upgrade 1 apparition... How do you feel about continuing runs after saving and quitting? I mean, I don't do it. I do it for learning, and this is literally a run where I'm learning from chat. I'm asking questions. I'm trying to get people's opinions on things. So it makes sense to just, as I said, I feel like I don't need help on the combat. I misplayed, but it was an obvious misplay, and I even called it out literally the turn that it happened. So I'm just I just want to continue the run. I just want to see where this goes. I don't count wins. I don't count win streaks. I'm not good enough for that. I'm learning. And how else are you going to learn if you're not going to practice? And I hope I make entertaining content for people that they enjoy watching. By the way, follow, like, subscribe, and all that nonsense. Yeah, so I think that you just snap take the runic pyramid. The extra energy is nice, but to be able to hold on to apparitions when you're about to die, to play the catalyst, to play the malaise, how can you not? Could be a fun stream idea to hit up a top player and have them coach you into Discord someday as a content idea. Pfft, they're not gonna do that. What are you talking about? No one with more than like... If you go to anyone... We're gonna take this. If we go to anybody's YouTube and they have more than like 1,000 views per video, they're not gonna talk to me. Hi, I really like your content. Would you like to do a cooperative video? These guys have probably busy lives. They're not gonna wanna deal with me and my nonsense. Yeah, I said I wanted to do that with Ogrim, but we gotta find a time when he can jump onto the Discord. He can talk me through my decisions in real time. You know what my idea would be? My idea is to have everyone gets a chance. Basically, you can come in and for one run, you pick what I do. I play the combats, but you get to pick paths, cards, characters, relics, and you get to explain to me why you think it's the way you would do it, and we can have like a bit of a discussion. Ogrim gets one, Mighty Odin gets one. Jorbs could get one. We have to fight you, but we have winged boots, let's not worry about it. Path-wise, I like a shop. There's no late shop, so we're just gonna go for the early shop and see where we want to go from there. Although, 3 question marks into a shop is probably better. Mighty Odin says, can I get 2? Maybe, we'll see. So we're gonna do question marks into the shop. You suck, but we have poison. So we're gonna drop this and this and this. We don't need terror, these guys have a low enough amount of HP. All right. We're gonna be playing those cards. I love Alchemize as a potion. Shiv pluses. This is a pretty bad potion. We'll probably dump it. We want to stockpile potions for late fights too. We actually have too many things in hand and nothing to do with them, so there you go. All right, don't forget about Runic Pyramid. I just took the relic and then immediately forgot that we're holding cards. Who would have realized? Who would have thought? You know what? See you later. Or actually, I think we're gonna play the apparition. Survivor? Dump a Shiv. Why did I play Survivor? I can't play this now. Play it to stockpile it. We're gonna finish her on an appropriate turn. I guess that's gonna be this turn. I'm playing that just for the ability to attack more. All right, well, I mean, it worked. Where's my infinite blades? Power potion. Dump the smoke bomb. We're not fleeing. I forgot that also that I'm supposed to ask Ogrim what to do. Ogrim, what do I do? Why you hate Shiv? Shivs just don't do enough damage. They're not progressive. They don't scale unless you have Shuriken and Kunai, which are hard to get on the same run. Let's skip. I'm a fan of Bouncing Flask, but it's only 9 poison right now. And again, if we can get Catalyst to 30 poison on an enemy, we probably don't need the insane amount of poison gain that we would otherwise like to have. So yeah, Bouncing Flask is not amazing. If we had more energy, it would be nice. Also, with Runic Pyramid, I would love to have discard enablers, but also Concentrate would be fine now. Bouncing Flask, if the enemy is not attacking, who's our boss, by the way? Awakened One. If the enemy's not attacking, we can play this and dump it from our hand, but we'd rather dump other things too. What about a Venom Strike Shiv deck? I don't like it in Venom. Venom is 2 energy, upgrades to 1, it's too expensive to take early, and by the time you would find it and want to take it on your run, you probably have other things you would prefer, and you have other synergies enabled anyways. We'll skip it. If Ogrim says skip, we skip. Ogrim, what do I do? I mean, we've got apparitions. We draw a lot thanks to Gambling Chip. We've got potions. I think we should go for it. I think we can go for it. I'm not gonna even wait for him to answer. We're just gonna fight. We're gonna fight and die together. This is free. We need to get to better cards, and we also don't need to block. So I'm okay doing a little bit of damage. Oh, it's so loud. And actually, if we kill one, they're both dead, so we should kill you. We don't need to play Corpse Explosion now, but if we play it now, it'll do an extra 6 damage. That's how I'm gonna feel about this, and then you don't need to play Backstab, you can wait for Terror. So remember, Runic Pyramid, it's good. Okay, this turn might blow a little bit. Kinda just... It'd be funny for Ogrim to step out to only to come back to Abe losing the run. Dude, I can end turn 3 times. Actually, if I end turn now, we're dead. So that's 18 damage with the Shiv Potion. I think we need to draw, because we really need, like, Adrenaline, Apparition. Okay, not what I was hoping for. Oh, thank God. Dump a Sucker Punch. We're not gonna be playing that. Okay, I feel better. I feel better. Crippling Cloud, Heel Hook, Terror, Endless, Endless. We probably want a Piercing Wail, Crippling Cloud, also play the Defend. You know what? No, we want to do it like this. Crippling Cloud, Heel Hook, Terror, Endless, Endless, Backstab. We do need one more attack, so there you go. Turnip can no longer become frail. Actually pretty good. And Tactician is what we want. We have an energy deficit. This will always be hit at some point thanks to Runic Pyramid, even if it's just a prepared or a dagger throw. So I think this is a good take. Getting normality is no problem because we can just go to the shop. There is a problem. It won't discard. But you know me, I'm a greedy MFer. Ogrim, I'm gonna take 999 gold for normality. We have Blue Candle, so I'm gonna get infinite money. He says do not take more normality. I have Blue Candle, and there's a shop right here. And I'm gonna take 999 gold, and I'm gonna just play them for 1 HP and get infinite cash. Meat on the bone. Do we need this? Oh, okay, we have Blue Candle, it's less bad. Do we need meat on the bone? This could be a good time to get the key. We don't really, like, if we have half health, we're dead anyways. We don't have a lot of health to tank Exhausting Curses. I mean, we're gonna purge one literally next. I think this is the key. Yeah, I think this is key. We just don't have the health to really survive anyways, so... I mean, it is healing. I'm waiting for Ogrim on this one. I need him to help me. We've also not used Wing Boots at all, but we're going to in like 2 seconds. If we find max HP, this could be worth it. He says it's still good enough. Yeah? It is a lot of HP if we're dead, so sure, okay. Still good enough. So, shop. 6 turns intangibility, seems good. Orange pellets, seems good. Do we even have a power? We do, we have 1. Infinite blade, so we can purge on the heart fight. Panacea? Do we have anything to block with Panacea? I don't know. Because if we take orange pellets, all we really need is power. Oh, you know what? We have footwork. Yeah, and we can add another footwork to stall. And also to help increase the likelihood of drawing a power, an attack, and a skill in the same turn. So I think we want Incense Burner. I think we want orange pellets. The specimen's not that important. Footwork, I think, is still important. So now I need Ogrim to help me decide on whether or not Phantasmal is worth it. He says Panacea is not worth it, which I agree. Now that we have orange pellets, we don't really need Panacea. Unless we get a Dex potion, but we can still remove the debuff. Yeah, we have the cash, so orange pellet. Orange less relevant? Dude. I guess we can't become frail, but... And we have less vulnerability nonsense, so you know what? Orange pellets might not be that important, but I bought it anyways. We got the money. But do we take Phantasmal to time a good turn to attack? Endless Agony, Shivs, Terror, Backstab. Unless you're planning on upgrading it, it's not worth it. Energy is lacking. That's kind of what the Tactician is going to be helpful for. Damage is not lacking. Really? I feel like our damage is still a little low, but I guess a lot of that is just like Vira and a little bit of poison. Yeah, we do have the artifact potion, that's true. Just trying to think. Attack, steal, double damage. People tell me that Phantasmal is, extremely powerful. Might not have been worth it. Ah, whatever, we got $1,000. We're gonna get more money too. Yeah, I think, Phantasmal. And also, you know, orange pellets, it removes more debuffs than just vulnerability and frailty on the heart fight. It can purge Dex down from the Act 4 elites. It can purge Constriction, I think. It's still fine. You could take Phantasmal, but I would pass. Orange pellets is still good if we bump into Wraith form. That's a good point. I'm looking at that Phantasmal though. It's your attack, steal, double damage. Like if we hold backstab, that's 22 damage. All the shivs will do double damage. We'll do more because of terror. We have adrenalines that we can use to pop into more damage output. There's something to be said for that. Something to be said for that. It is. It's an energy. Here's how. Okay, you know what? Here's what I think about this. If you play this for 1 energy, you get double energy per attack on the next turn. You know? Anyways, I'm gonna take it. Anyways, we have to fight you. Let's fight. 7 healing head. This is probably the easiest head to fight. Also, I am gonna play normality. I'm not gonna discard it. You wanna know why? Because if we ever draw it in the future, it could ruin us. So I'm just gonna get it out of the way early. And, I gotta be honest, a little bit of malaise could be nice, but without Paper Crane, I think it's less important. We'll probably play some potions too on this fight. So we're gonna dump this, we're gonna dump this. He's gonna make me weak, oh well. I mean, we could keep it and play it if we ever do have extra energy. I mean, we could keep the attacks in Phantasmal for next turn. 2 weakness, is it worth it? Maybe if we get a heal hook. Power Entropic Brew Liquid Memories. I'm gonna dump it. And I'm gonna play 1 energy for this, or 1... I mean, it counts for slow. It also gets it out of the deck. This would have been actually a pretty good turn to have freaking Malaise on, huh? Give me a power potion. Should not have popped that in hindsight. True, however, I'm just gonna end turn. Now, a power, a skill, and an attack. We purge weakness, and then we're gonna draw. It's the bad one. We're gonna smack. Well, we're gonna play some other cards first. We're gonna draw. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We can play this. Pay attention, Incense Burner. I will try. I will play a Dagger Throw to dump the apparition. Wish I could play this. We're gonna play Backstab. And then we're gonna play a finisher for 30 times 7 damage. That's a pretty good turn. And that's why I didn't play the Adrenalines. I wanted to have the energy to play more attacks on this turn. So we used 1 potion and we didn't even play the freaking power, but we can. And we're gonna get a potion back anyways. So this seems pretty good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think we will play a Bayek Flip. You know, we could play Wraith Form Deflect and take none, and then next turn play... I mean, when we draw Footwork, we can cleanse the debuffs, but I'd rather not lose this dex. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe we can just draw? Quick Abe while Ogrim isn't looking, throw the run. It's tempting, isn't it? Let's get another potion. Colorless potion, sure. I'm gonna save Prepared for Sneaky, and I think I'm just gonna play a Shiv. Is it good? No, I don't care. Because we actually can purge the debuff of Wraith Form on this turn by playing a Prepared, dump Tactician. Now we definitely can. You play a Sneaky Strike, which is an attack. Play a Wraith Form, which is a power. It purges the debuff. We take 1 damage on this turn if we want, which we're gonna take 1 damage on this turn. Smack, Terror, Deflect, take none. We're kind of stalling, but we have multiple apparitions we can play. This guy isn't going anywhere. I'd rather not even take the 1 damage, honestly, like, and we're gonna be intangible next turn. It would be nice to stack up the intangibility a little bit more, try to get it as high as possible, which we can do. It's just gonna be slightly awkward. You know, I think what I'm gonna do is Apparition, Survivor. It progresses the fight a little bit more, I think, because I'm just gonna dump the Footwork, actually. We're gonna play those anyways. Why not just play them now, you know? Smack, 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 smack. Smack. And I guess we're gonna try to get back to Incense Burner, even if it takes a little bit of time. So 2 turns of intangibility. If we get it to like 3, we can get it to 4, which is not that bad. And we gotta make sure we can actually, you know, kill you when it's necessary. Let's end turn. You're dead whenever I want you to be dead, basically. We're at 3. Oh no, I'm gonna take 1 damage. I mean, oh well. I'd rather take 1 damage and keep the... Oh no, he died to thorns! I'm dumb. By the way, we have Tori, which is fantastic. Upgraded Cloak and Dagger, upgraded Bouncing Flask, upgraded Flying Knee, huh? Ogrim says, I'm gonna make some noodles, be back soon. Damn it. I need him here. He's my decision maker. So I like both of these, honestly. Cloak and Dagger, it's a skill and an attack for orange pellets, but it's not that good. But dude, Bouncing Flask is so nice. It's 12 poison, which is actually 36 poison with Catalyst. I think we want this because if we play 3 intangibility, we get 3 turns to stack up poison, triple it, and put the enemy on a timer. I think Bouncing Flask is what we want. Hey, Dark Vegeta Man, welcome. How's it going today? Welcome to Slay the Spire. And thank you for that follow as well. I see it. I'm the all-seeing. It's expensive, to be fair, but I think it is worth adding, honestly. We got a lot to upgrade. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it because it helps the Catalyst, which is very good damage. And I know that Ogrim isn't here to tell me what to do, but you know, sometimes a man just has to think for himself. And I think I will skip to even fight another elite. Ogrim would tell you to take Cloak and Dagger. You see, that's what I don't understand, because it's not even any good. Like, we have no Shuriken, no Kunai, no strength gain. The only thing we have is Dex, thanks to Footworks, and any block will increment that. You know, Cloak and Dagger doesn't do anything that the cards in our deck don't currently do. Bouncing Flask does, and enables us to stack up that Catalyst poison. I think I am gonna fight this elite. We have 2 winged boots. This is gonna hurt, but because of our intangibility, even if we fight Reptomancer, it's not horrible. And you're not even attacking on turn 1. And hey, look at this. You love to see it. So I want the energy on this turn. Okay. There you go, 57 poison. This guy's on a timer. Keep the backstab. This is the exact reason why I wanted that Catalyst, because, oh hey look, all of a sudden this guy's on one heck of a timer. Now this is a bit more of an interesting turn here. Malaise will not counter his damage completely. We do need to put up some block. We also do need some energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm just gonna dump these, get them out of my hand. Alchemize, what do we not like? I like my potions. I do. We're gonna put up some block. This is another card that I was kind of hoping for because we get our energy back. And with 8 block, Malaise should do enough. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, our hand is full, but it's full of good stuff. There's our intangibility. We're gonna stall on this as long as we can, but we probably won't be able to stall for as long as he who will not be named would like us to stall for. We can stall for another 2 turns, so we'll be at 2, I think, on the incense burner, which is not ideal, but even memories. Memories is good depending on the card. I mean, think if you play, let's say you play 10 attacks, finisher, memories, finisher, boom. What if you're about to play Catalyst? Liquid Memories, back bouncing flask, Catalyst. What if you're gonna play, what if you need block? What if you need, there's choices for memories. I like it because it's a choice. It's not an attack potion. It's not a skill potion. It's whatever you want it to be. It's whatever your best card is. Colorless potion, we don't know what it's gonna be. Ancient potion. Ancient potion we don't really need thanks to orange pellets. We could dump this. Dude, where's Ogrim? I feel lost without him. Jukio Fac, welcome to the stream. Big fan of Gungeon. What is this game? This is Slay the Spire. You would also see this on DOS YouTube. It's a fun game. Very enjoyable. I have a lot of fun with this. I'm trying to see if there's a way to keep him alive, but we've killed him. We've overkilled this guy. So yeah, I think we're not going to be able to charge up Incense Burner anymore. This is the end of the fight, so boom, boom, boom. The only question is, do we want Alchemize or the current potions? I don't think we need Ancient. With with Orange Pellets, we can easily purge negatives. So I think we dump Ancient Potion to take a new potion. Distilled Chaos, I think, is probably better because it could give us anything. Infinite Blades, Backflip, Poison Stab. I don't think we need any of this. Our deck is getting mighty thick, but a Backflip doesn't really help. We already have a couple in the deck. Draw's not a big problem. Energy's a problem. This doesn't solve the energy problem in the deck. I'm making a decision on my own here, but I believe that Ogrim would also agree. Infinite Blades is 6 damage. Well, it's technically more thanks to Vyra. It's not good enough. An upgrade potion is also tempting, but doesn't seem that important. I mean, I kind of like our current assortment. It's a negative if it hits Catalyst on a bad target. Oh god, I go for 5 minutes, there's 5 new cards in the deck. I added 1. I added Bouncing Flask to power up Catalyst, and on turn 1 of the Nemesis fight, it was playable easily, and I mean, we won the fight easily. Like, we took no damage. But I took this for the Catalyst. I don't think we want Blessing of the Forge. I like the potions. Even Distilled Chaos, you never know what's going to you never know what it's going to give you, but I think it's still okay. Yeah. I think we skip. Although, you know, there's a synergy here. Blessing of the Forge on Tactician, upgrade it, discard, Liquid Memories it back, discard it again. You can get 4 energy essentially for free that powers up like a Malaise or something. So there is a bit of a synergy there, but I like what we got. I'm not gonna take a Poison Stab, Infinite Blades, or a Backstab. We're just gonna go. Now where do we go from here? I kind of like the idea of just upgrading a few times. I've got a lot of cards that I want upgraded. Malaise included. And in fact, Malaise is very good against this boss, so I'm not that concerned, but I think Apparition has to be upgraded. Tactician for the energy is nice. Footworks are good. So I'm gonna go for the upgrade. We also would maybe prefer to get the key. Oh, we also have a Maw Bank. What the hell? But I think the first thing is I'm gonna upgrade Apparition so it doesn't exhaust. Art of War would have been so good. We should not have taken meat on the bone. I'm gonna call it, we should not have taken meat on the bone. I should have stuck with my instinct on that one. Okay, so Tactician is energy. I feel like we don't need Catalyst. Although we can easily play it. Apparition needs to be played next turn. 7 damage to all enemies, 13 plus 10. Catalyst will have 4 energy plus an extra card plus a backstab. So I can kill... I can kill the minions. I think I'm gonna dump the Catalyst though. No, it's too good. No, this is even better. Even better. Also, even flow, yeah. And then we smack you. Oh, dude, actually, we're gonna be able to finisher the Mancer. Look at this. I'm also gonna Catalyst just to get the 21 damage out there. We have Apparition in hand. Ooh, this is good. You are attacking. Wish you weren't. So thankful that we drew twice, then played normality to get it out of our hand. Holy crap, that would have been awful. That's why you draw, then stop drawing when you've got one of those in your deck still. I cannot kill a dagger, so we do have to play an Apparition. If we play Deflect, we take no damage. I do want to play Terror, but we don't have to play it now. I think I'd actually just like to Corpse Explosion a dagger, and then Malaise you for 4. What relic was Blue Key? Art of War. Really wish we could have kept it. It was pretty bad. Okay, so if I kill you, you'll kill your friend. 9 damage will do it. Yeah, and then we can hold on to the Apparition. Let's Terrorize and Phantasmal. Might be able to get a kill depending on what attacks we draw. If not, we're intangible thanks to Incense Burner anyway, so we should stall now, if we can. Kind of an odd time to get the stall, but worth stalling. We'll probably Apparition next turn, so I think I'm just gonna hit Reptomancer. Yeah. And then honestly, let's just, oh, there go my debuffs. Play a Infinite Blades, I guess. Gonna try to get the Incense Burner charged up again. We're gonna get wounds in our deck, but like, who cares? Freaking wounds, man. All right, so we'll get it to 2 at least. It's not bad. Well, could be better, could be worse. Potions! There's another question I have, Ogrim. What's good potions? We have Distilled Chaos, Colorless, Entropic Brew, Liquid Memories, but I've got an Alchemize, so should we try to go for a better potion right now, Mr. Ogrim of my run of my life? Distilled is kind of bad. It's only really bad if it hits an Apparition at the wrong time. Colorless is also bad. Colorless, if it hits like an Apotheosis, would be incredible, but I understand the idea behind it being bad. I think I'm okay getting rid of Distilled then. See what we get. Poison. I mean, makes the Catalyst better. Ninja Scroll is very good. It's a free discard from Gambling Chip. Power Potion, I think, is better than Poison, though. Deadly Poison, Outmaneuver, Dagger Throw. We want Outmaneuver. Oh, I'm thickening up the deck. Yeah, energy's a big problem. This gives us energy. and we can hopefully play this at an appropriate turn. I think you want energy. This gives you the energy. What's the problem in our deck right now? Energy. Outmaneuver. Apparition, outmaneuver, you take 1 damage next turn. Apparition, outmaneuver, Phantasmal Killer. Next turn you have a lot of cards in hand, you have extra energy, you can put up blocks, put up defenses, do whatever you need to do. Ogrim, tell me to take outmaneuver, please. Now that you're back after having made some simple food, please tell me that this is a good card. Personally, wouldn't, really. Even though it helps to power up Malaise, helps to power up an offensive turn when you only have limited energy. I know our deck is getting real freaking thick. I'm gonna take it though. I'm taking it 100% specifically because of what I just said, which is that we desperately need energy, and that gives you energy. So I'm gonna take it, I think. Having limited energy is the reason we can't play it in the first place. Except if you play Apparition, you take 1 damage, you play Outmaneuver, you get 2 free energy on the next turn. I think it's totally worthwhile, but maybe that's just me. Tactician is always played. As is Malaise, though. Give me the Tactician. We can choose what to spend this on. Okay, so our turn 1 is actually pretty good with the shivs. We can either discard them or keep them in hand. We'll discard Ascender's Bane and probably Alchemize because we're gonna Terror, Sucker, Heel Hook, Backstab, Shiv, 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 Apparition. Oh, and we got another Apparition too. So we're gonna take 1 damage. We gotta do it in this order though. I mean, unless this draws a Tactician or a Deflect or something, it's not really worth it, and I don't know, we don't need footwork. So we're gonna take 1 damage. Hey, if we can get, you know what? If we get down to 16, we'll heal for 12. Is that right? So we have to take 9 damage? Can we engineer taking 9 damage? We'd have to put up 12 block. Dude. You hit me. I take 9. I drop down to 16, I heal for 12. It gave us like 5 HP. But Incense Burner is also at 5, which is pretty decent. These are a skip. I don't even need Ogrim to tell me that. Remove a card from your deck. Yes, because isn't there still another normality? There is. And honestly, dude, elite me. Big giant head. We know how to handle this guy. We're intangible turn 1, so we don't need to play anything else. Dude, dump Tactician. Or like big giant dead. Maybe. I love the poison because we can get the catalyst out there. I also like the idea of maybe trying to fish for like a finisher or something. We're gonna have so much energy this turn. Oh my god. Okay. Yes. Yes. Wee. Sorry, it was more like wee. We should play other things first. Play Bouncing Flask. play a outmaneuver. Play backstab. This is 12 times 4, 48 damage. It's not as much as I was hoping for, but I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna Finisher. And then I'm gonna Liquid Memories it back. That way I can play an Alchemize on this turn and get another Finisher out. So he's a third dead on turn 1, which is pretty decent. And we have a full hand next turn, so I played those just to dump them. This fight's going a little bit more slowly than I would have liked. We're also going to be weak next turn, but we have a footwork coming up. Anything worth discarding coming up? Saving Prepared for Sneaky Strike is okay. We probably want to play Phantasmal. Probably want to smack him a little bit. And then I think that's going to be the turn, but I like what's coming up next. We should play these, get them out of my hand. We might even pop a colorless potion next turn, just to make sure. Just kind of waiting on that catalyst to show up to really help out. Forethought, Purity, Swift Strike. Blech. Bad draw, but you know, give me the that's like really bad draw. Give me the Forethought. Dump the Corpse Explosion, get you later. I really think I just pop the other colorless potion. Yeah, these are pretty bad, aren't they? Yeah, there we go, Apotheosis. Much better. Thank you. What a classic card to get there, classic. We want energy on this turn because we are going for damage. We can probably dump a Piercing Wail. Free. Draw a discard. Dude, I'll take some Apparitions. I'll play the Deflect. Let's dump the dump the Footwork, actually. We should play this earlier. We're only taking 1 damage. Smack, 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 smack. By the way, you are dead. All right, that worked out pretty well. The colorless potion did work. A little late. It gives Apotheosis, which is what we're kind of looking for. Prepared could be interesting, setup could be interesting. Ogrim, are you here? Are you here, buddy? 2 max HP. Tell me what you like. What do you like? What do you really, really like? Dun, 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 dun. He says skip. I do like Prepared to discard, but we don't really need it, do we? Okay. Recall the key. We're gonna have 1,000 gold for the next floor, assuming we get there, and we have potions, and we can buy potions, so. Turn 1, what do we like? I like Outmaneuver, I like Alchemize. The Shivs we probably don't need. It's more like, what do we keep? I think we keep those and these. Alchemize is going to give us a potion. Prepared can discard to enable Tactician or the free attack. Outmaneuver we can use with Malaise, and Backflip gives us a little bit of block. Now, we're probably going to take some damage, but if we get to Corpse Explosion pretty soon, we can kill these guys. But the Shivs. Admittedly, they do exhaust, but are we really going to draw 1 card? We could use the Shivs to kill the minions, or we could draw. So here's a question. What's more important? 15 damage or draw 3 cards? Heck, you know, acrobatics is 1 energy to draw 3 cards. I can do it for free. Ogrim says the draw, and I would tend to agree. We want to get to these good cards fast. Adrenaline, Corpse Explosion, Tactician, Malaise, Phantasmal, Footworks, Crippling Clouds. I think we want to get to these fast, so we're going to dump these, but we'll keep a few. It also does damage. So we did get a Terror, which is probably going to go on Occultist, by the way. But, we do need to block 2. Equal Survivor, Poison Stab, Backflip. Okay. I mean, if we Cloak and Dagger now, we take 0, and then we got a Footwork for the next turn, maybe with an Apparition along with it. Kinda like this. The finisher isn't really doing much, but that's fine. Prepared. We can play Prepared next turn. Save Piercing Wail for the cheese. Well, if I had one... Oh, right. Was it you who told me about that? That if you use Piercing Wail and then kill this guy, he doesn't get his strength back? Could be interesting. I'm gonna play that for draw. Okay. So we blocked it all. And we have 2 apparitions. I might need to play one, because we're not going as fast as we would necessarily like. I got potions, but 3 energy is making this kind of tough. What I'm thinking is Apparition, Footwork, Terror. Well, actually, it's more like Apparition, Footwork, Outmaneuver, and then next turn, we go to town. We'll have 5 energy. Hopefully good stuff to play. But we're taking lethal damage. I think we do need to play the Apparition. It's early, but once we get Malaise, this guy is screwed. Gives us more draw. There, dude, there we go. We're just gonna play Corpse Explosion, actually. Yeah. I mean, Outmaneuver is still pretty good. We're probably gonna have to play Apparition next turn anyways. I could kill you, seems like a pretty bad idea. But I think we just outmaneuver and then maybe even just terror you, or maybe outmaneuver Footwork, and we try to see if we can outblock it next turn. We'll have the energy to play Corpse Explosion. I mean, you know what? Outmaneuver gives me the energy to play Corpse Explosion. So why not just play Corpse Explosion, right? Save Outmaneuver for like the Malaise. So we'll kill you, end turn. We take 1, and we're intangible thanks to the incensed Burned Diddly Erdler. You love to see it. Endless Agony, get out of here. You know what? Give me a footwork, give me a... That's okay. Give me a terror. Give me an Endless Agony. Give me an outmaneuver. We're gonna hit you with a big malaise next turn. You're doing 24 damage. I've got Adrenaline's mister. I think this is still a good malaise, and then we'll draw with Adrenaline, and then hopefully draw like a block. Or, I mean, there's a couple of plays, isn't there? We could Adrenaline 8 energy malaise. We could Adrenaline Apparition 7 energy malaise. A malaise for 7 will reduce his damage to 14 minus 25%, 11. So we'll take 11 damage. Reducing his strength to -2 is pretty good. We'll probably play the other footwork. I'd like to reduce it for as much as possible, though. I mean, we've got an Adrenaline Tactician dagger throw coming up. We could even get higher. But we got no blocks in hand, so we kind of have to play the Apparition, don't we? Okay. We're gonna take another 1. You're doing 12 damage. I have a block. Now, what are we gonna do? We gotta get some freaking cards out of our hand, I'm realizing. Why don't we start with an Alchemize, give us a poison potion. Backflip. Footwork might be worth playing, honestly. At this point, we are gonna take like 5 damage. I think I'll just hit you with the Sucker Punch. We're not doing a lot right now. In fact, we're doing almost nothing. We only took 1 thanks to Tori, I'm realizing. Dude, we are slow. You're not poisoned at all either, oh my god. Dude, 3 energy kind of blows, doesn't it? A free deflect is nice. Please dump Infinite Blades. Hit him. I kind of don't want to play footwork, to be honest with you. I kind of want to just play the deflect, and then maybe toss out like a crippling cloud. You know what? We're gonna have a lot of energy next turn. I'm still gonna toss that out. We're gonna take 1. Is it worth playing footwork now? Dude, energy is so hard to come across. What about a phantasmal? You take 1 damage, and then next turn you just kind of go to town. Okay, maybe not like going to town, but it's something. Okay, you know, Endless Agonies are fine. Hit him with the sneaks. Hit him with the finisher. I can't play Piercing Wail, I'm sorry. I mean, that turn went pretty well. It went pretty well. We've got an Apparition and Piercing Wail still. His strength is negative anyways, that's a good point. We're intangible too. Dump it. Dagger throw. Tactician. Infinite Blades. Footwork. I'm gonna take 1 damage, I think. I'm gonna try to maybe even engineer going down to meat on the bone level, but I think we want the poison to get started, and weakness doesn't matter, but save the survivor, man. Okay, 30 damage. It's not that much. 21 damage. I mean, we're kind of already there with block. A survivor deflect means we take 1. So I think you... Survivor. Deflect. And give me the outmaneuver. We'll play it next turn. Are we gonna play prepared? No reason to. We can play it next turn. You're taking a little bit of damage. Dude, block is it's a little light, isn't it? So we need to lose 1 more HP in order to heal. I think we'll be able to make that happen. We could make sneaky free, but why not do it next turn? I'd much rather smack, corpse explosion, and then honestly just get this out of my hand. We're slow, but Catalyst is in the draw pile. Oh my god, what the hell? He took more damage than I thought. I miscounted the block. My apologies on that. I did not intend for that to happen. I think we're still okay though. I just was not paying attention, I suppose. It happens. Why? Honestly, I just thought that we had enough block. I thought that I had played Cloak and Dagger for the 10 block, but I didn't. Literally, I just had a brain fart. It happens. It happens. I'm gonna play the finisher. At least we all had fun. We're not dead yet. Give me for 18. 18 is not that bad. We did hit a void though, but we still... I'm not taking any. I mean, probably gonna take 1 damage. Taking 1 damage on occasion is not the worst, even though, yeah, it does suck a little bit. This seems like a good apparition because I think we're about to kill you. Might be worth, you know, restarting, but probably not. Oh no! Incense burner is at the wrong time. Oh. I mean, you weren't dead last turn, but this is an unfortunate moment to be at on the fight where you're guaranteed to die next turn, and we're only gonna have an incense burner to 1. I mean, that's a little bit of a misplay right there, but we got potions. We'll work our way through it. We're also gonna heal. We're gonna be at 20. Donu Deka. Is this good or bad? I don't know. I'll admit though, I think I hate this draw. Like, completely hate it. I don't think I want any of it. But shivs, yeah, 5 damage. I mean, here's the thing, discarding the shiv does 3 damage. Although they don't exhaust. But, I think this is kind of bad draw. The Infinite Blades is tempting just because it gives us damage every turn, but I think we gotta get through the deck faster. So I think I'm going to confirm, dump it all. And see what happens. That's free. Yeah, I probably should play the power potion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can play it. Accuracy, well-laid plans, and Noxious. Yeah, Noxious is probably pretty good. Purges the artifacts kind of nicely. Accuracy would help the shivs, but I think this probably does more for the fight. And then we can maybe save Malaise, Adrenaline, and Corpse Explosion if possible. I'm gonna go for a potion too. We just used orange pellets, so we can't use Flex Potion right now, but Flex Potion is usable. What we really need is, I'm gonna play this. What we really need is, freaking footworks. Like, we gotta start getting more power, you know? We're only taking 1 damage thanks to Tori, by the way. So I think what I'm gonna do is outmaneuver Corpse Explosion. This'll come back, but I like outmaneuver Corpse Explosion Malaise to cancel all of the artifact buffs. And then all we gotta do is, you know, block an apparition our way to drawing Corpse Explosion again, and we can start building the poison on this guy. Outmaneuver Malaise is better. I mean, we can't Malaise, we've got 3 artifact. The reason why I want to play Corpse Explosion is I have 3 energy right now and nothing to spend it on. I could attack for 14 damage, I could gain energy next turn, go down to 2 energy, but if I play Outmaneuver Corpse Explosion, I purge 2 of the buffs. If we outmaneuver Malaise, we could purge the buffs, but Corpse Explosion does that. I could even outmaneuver Corpse Explosion this guy next turn Malaise Deca, but Donu's gonna be attacking next turn, but we're likely to draw an apparition. So, you know what? I actually feel like Deca is the one I need to hit with Corpse Explosion to Malaise him to keep him from doing damage. Although we could do it on Deca, sorry, we could do it on Donu as well. It doesn't really matter which one we hit, right? Dun, dun. Malaise is useless in this fight anyways. Not really. Because if we Malaise one of them, we can save the apparitions for the other one and make them... we can extend the usefulness of them. So, that's what we're gonna do. We take 1 damage. You're doing a lot, but a Malaise drops you down pretty nicely. Malaise for 6 drops you down to 9 times 2, which will go down to probably 7 times 2. We'll take 14 damage. Might be worth popping an apparition. We'll probably draw another one. 9 goes to 6? Or 7, yeah. We could pop potions, but I'd rather save them for when they're actually necessary. Because if we draw well next turn, footwork, adrenaline, backflips, neutralize, crippling cloud, we could weaken Deca and then actually not have to spend anything else, but it does require us to spend more energy on this turn. If I only play Apparition Malaise though, I'm only drawing 4 cards. But really, we only need to draw a couple of specific cards. I think I might play Dagger Throw, Apparition Malaise. The Dagger Throw is specifically just a draw. Though, like, it's tempting because I feel like at this point, we're gonna get hit. So why not save the apparition, you know? If we know we're gonna get hit, anyways, we have two choices. We can either try to draw, we can apparition, take 2 damage at max, we can malaise and take 14 damage, and then if we ever, you know, don't draw appropriately, we're dead anyways, but... Potions don't really matter right now until we draw footwork, because if we use Flex Potion, I mean, we should probably pop this one. I'll use Poison. But if we use Flex, we don't get to keep the buff. Yeah, I feel like we take 14 damage just to pop the malaise. It keeps him weak for longer, and then we can outblock him on future turns once we get more draw. But Apparition protects us from Deca next turn. I wish that it would reduce it to 5 times 2, because then Tori means we would only take 2, but we can't get that low. No. Unless we draw Adrenaline, 8 goes to 6 though, so we would have to get 2 extra energy, which we can't do. Nothing's in the draw pile. All right, I'm just gonna hit you. So we're taking 12 damage. Now, you probably want to play an apparition. Probably also want to draw something. So we will draw. We got more apparitions. I mean, we knew that was going to happen. We need terror. Probably also want to toss out like a bouncing flask, dagger throw. Next turn's going to be okay from a blocking perspective. Smack you first, and then toss out the flask. Hope it hits on the donut. 13 is okay. Are we okay bringing him up to 39? You know what? I think I am. So we're at 5 HP. So we're doing 9 times 2. Keep it prepared. Everything's fine. Apparitions keep us alive. He's got 40 poison. He's dying pretty soon. We need to get back to Corpse Explosion, but honestly, if we don't... Okay, we did get it. I was gonna say if we don't get it, I might just not care, but getting it is good too. We also need to be careful about Incense Burner. Incense Burner is a secondary priority, though. We've got other priorities. 41. That doesn't change it. This is nice. We have to play this. We might as well play this. 61. This is okay. Yeah. So don't kill him now. You can get Incense Burner. Incense Burner is going to be at 3, which is not ideal, but we have Apparitions, so it's not as problematic as it otherwise would be. But, like, literally, this is all we can do to give us the most benefit in the future. I mean, dude, this guy is almost dead himself. Look at this. Tonk tonk. Alright, you're both dead. Let's just see what kind of damage we can do first, though. Ogrim says, I gotta go, tell me if you win, I'm sorry. What? Well, you gotta at least wait for the shop, man. Wait for the shop. Lol. Well, we should probably upgrade. I don't think 4 HP is gonna matter. Malaise and Footwork are both pretty good. I think Malaise is nice so you can play it for 0. Yeah. This or footwork is kind of a tough choice, but I'm gonna go for the malaise so you can play it for 0. Now, shop. Put an attack in your hand, raise your max HP by 10, and purge an artifact from an enemy. Dude, those are good. We want potions, so give me, we also want card removal too. What do we not need? Well, there's a lot that we don't need. Can you purge panic button with orange pellets? Because if you can purge panic button with orange pellets, it's super good take here. 30 block, you play footwork, panic button, and neutralize, and all of a sudden you got 30 block. Heck, you know, technically you could panic button and then apparition next turn, and then you don't even need to care about the block on the turn after. Yeah, I think panic button is very good. I like it. I think that I still like removal. I'm trying to figure out what to remove. I think I'm gonna purge. I think I'm gonna purge like Heel Hook, honestly. Gain energy and draw 1 card. We got better things to play. I think we're gonna add strength and plated armor. We don't need card draw, our hand is too full. Bottled Flame is the only other thing that I would consider, I think, here. What do we want in hand? Honestly, I'm tempted to put a Neutralize or Poison Stab in hand. Caltrops is interesting. Caltrops we have because of Bronze Scales, so do we need 2? Between Poison, Bronze Scales, I don't think we need a Caltrops. Caltrops would be 45 damage every time the heart multi-attacks. But I think between Bronze Scales and Poison, we kind of already have enough passive damage being done. It is good, and I was tempted to take it a lot earlier too. Helps with pills. Footwork, infinite blades. We have 3 powers. I don't think we need a 4th. Because of our turn 1 gambling chip, we can get a power. And we still have Odd Mushroom, don't forget about that. Attack in hand. Attack in hand. I think it's neutralize. Although admittedly, finisher is tempting. Like if you have, what if against the Act 4 elites, you kill the left one on turn 1 with finisher. You know? It's tempting. It's hard to do that much damage though. It's got 120 health. Maybe Endless Agony for extra card for gambling chip. We already draw a full hand of 10. Endless Agony isn't important. It's because of Ninja Scroll and Ring of the Snake. So +2, +3, +5, 10 cards. This might actually cost us draw, so we don't need this. Having a neutralize is weakness, which I kind of like. Having a finisher is damage, which I kind of like. So these two are pretty much the only options. Poison Stab purges an artifact, so does neutralize. So it's either Caltrops to reflect more damage on the heart, we would be reflecting 90 damage per cycle. If we play it, and it'll purge debuffs. We've got intangibility already, and we've got, you know, catalyst, which we're gonna try to get 40 poison on him. I think bottled flame is okay. I don't think it's good. I think nothing here is particularly great though. But here's what I like: bottled flame, finisher, because we have a flex potion in hand, and maybe we can kill one of the elites on turn 1, depending on what they do, of course. So next turn they're gonna hit for an absurd amount of damage. I would love to kill one of them immediately. Let's see if we can do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacks. This is freaking math central here, okay? 15 plus 12, 27 plus 4, 31. 31 damage plus 35 is 76. But it's 76 over 10 attacks. If we use the flex potion plus 50, it's 126 damage. So we can kill them even without using terror if we use the flex potion. However, if we neutralize terror, flex potion, the spear on the right, we can actually kill him, and then we'll only have to deal with this guy on the left. It's probably more beneficial to leave the one on the right alive though, because if we get a malaise or a piercing wail, we can really negate him, but the one on the left is easily negated through apparitions anyways. So it's a tempting choice. The one on the left debuffs you, and the one on the right gains strength and adds burns. Removing the burns is also beneficial. We're gonna purge these 3 cards. And we did get the malaise, so now it's like extremely tempting to kill the one on the left. I'll have to run some more math, but if we kill the one on the left, which I think the math still works out to do that literally exactly, the one on the right we can actually terrorize malaise on this turn, and then... Now, you probably deflect, outmaneuver malaise him on the next turn, because if you neutralize him, he'll do 2 damage thanks to Tori. Yeah, I actually like that. Next turn, thanks to outmaneuver, we'll have extra energy. Malaise will drop him down to relatively low damage. But let's run the math again. 15 plus 12, 27. If we neutralize you, then it's 27 plus 35. It's been a long day, okay? 27 plus 35. 45, 55. 62. And then 62 plus 40... No, 62 plus 50 is... It's actually only 112. So we do need the terror to kill the Spire Shield. I was wrong about my math. In which case, the Spire Spear is going to live, but next turn we can malaise him if we need to. And we'll probably just pop the deflect on this turn. We do need to pop the Flex Potion, I think, though. Abe started going Spire Math, so I focused on chat. You just rolled your eyes, alt-tabbed for a minute. Kill the shield. So there's a couple of things to consider about this fight, and I am still going through it in my head, because this is important stuff. Next turn, the shield is going to hit for 21 damage. The spear is going to hit for 40. Malaise works better on him, but we're going to take damage on this turn regardless. if I use both potions, then I don't need to terror this guy. I can actually terror neutralize you, take 2 damage, which is actually going to be 1 damage if we want. Next turn we can malaise him, drop him down. Actually, you know what? Next turn we can drop the spear down to do Tory damage. So you know what? We do kill the shield first. Killing the shield means that next turn this guy is going to be doing no damage. Because we'll outmaneuver malaise, we'll take a maximum of like 4, which is probably good enough. Okay. We're we're still thinking. 3, 4, 5. Hits 5 times. Neutralize and terror on the sword guy. Flex to kill the shield. We can't do that. We'd have to use flex and strength potion to kill the shield. Unless my math is wrong. You know what? Hold on. Got my calculator out. 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 12 is 27 damage, plus the 35 from finisher is 62 damage, plus the 2, 3, 4... the 45 from the flex potion. It's actually only 107. Why is my math? Why am I getting different numbers every time I do this? 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 12. 27 damage on these. This does... I don't have shuriken, do I? No. This does 35, which is 62. Then we do an additional 45 if we pop the flex potion. It's 107. So my math was, like, I got 126 my first time doing the math, but I also used the neutralizer. So I'm at 107. So we have to either... Actually, you know what? If we pop the strength potion, we only do an additional 18 damage. It's actually not enough to kill this guy, is it? Let me think. 107 plus 18, 220 or 125. It actually literally is exactly enough damage. So if we pop both potions, we can neutralize terror or terror neutralize and just let the poison do it. Less math, more play. Okay. We know we're playing this. Yeah, this is, like, very crucial. Terror. Neutralize. We take 2 damage. Shiv, 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 stab. You're dead. Then, outmaneuver. Deflect. You actually take 1 damage, and then next turn, oh hey look, you're gonna get malaised. We're gonna take damage because of the apparition. This is kind of a bad turn for this. I could pop the other potion to save like 4 HP, and it's actually kind of tempting. I mean, do it now or later, does it really matter? I don't know. We're taking 6. Taking 6 is not that bad. You might as well, like, save the potion. You might as well just, like, end turn. We didn't draw enough defense. We took some small hits. Panic button is good, we'll save it for later. We'll save footwork as well. Yeah, because panic button we can make have no penalty. So instead what we're gonna do is actually just crippling Cloud Phantasmal. Yeah, Entropic Brew does give us 4 free potions eventually, so that's kind of nice. No reason to play Panic Button. Any defend will do. So I think we do want to prepared. It's free. Smack him, smack him. Draw. This is a pretty good turn next turn because he's still so weak. We have an apparition in hand. So we want intangibility to equal 4. So we gotta stall for 4 turns. We can stall for 4 turns. But we're gonna play this a little bit close to the chest because I really want to not overkill this guy with freaking caltrops and everything else that we've got going on. Now that being said, we're gonna play Footwork. We're gonna play Panic Button. And then I am going to hit you for 10, and now I can gain block again. But I'm not gonna play anything else, because there's no reason to. We slow it down. If we get Incense Burner to 3, that's also acceptable. I'd prefer it to be on 4. So really, oh god, next turn is gonna be so good. Really, if we get to a point where, I mean, Piercing Wail is gonna keep us safe regardless of what happens, so this is okay. But you don't have Panagraph. We're only 11 down, which is not that bad. Next turn, you're gonna die, so let's not worry about this turn at all. Yeah, because next turn, Bouncing Flask literally kills you. So end turn. We're at 4, which is what we need. No other relics matter. Okay. Eternal Feather. I thought this couldn't appear, but I think this is one of the few relics that they never did fix, quote unquote. Nightmare, Corpse Explosion, Cloak and Dagger. You want Nightmare. I mean, just think about it. It can triplicate Apparition, Catalyst, Malaise, whatever you want. I know it's like a final minute addition, but like, doesn't that seem like a pretty good get? Now we just needed to show up and be playable. So next turn we're gonna be intangible. We also don't suffer that much from like mushrooms and whatnot. But I'd kind of like the opening finisher, except we're gonna take a lot of damage. So maybe we just wanna get rid of all of this. Keep Bouncing Flask, Piercing Wail, Adrenaline, and Footwork, and Tactician. I feel like an extra 40 damage on the first turn doesn't matter. We gotta get stuff. We gotta get good cards in hand. I will say, holding on to a Backstab is tempting. That way we can guaranteed purge vulnerability. And are we gonna hold on to Tactician? No, we should dump it, because at the very least we can play Bouncing Flask and other cards on this turn. So, Nightmare is very tempting. Nightmare Adrenaline, Nightmare Alchemize. But I think you really do want a Nightmare Apparition. This is like very strange, but I think we pop this. I think we throw this. We got enough weakness in the deck. I'm okay doing this. Tropic Brew. Cultist Potion's pretty good. Dude, Fairy in a Bottle is really nice. We can afford to tank one of the shots. Energy Potion, we'll probably use that with like a Malaise or something. Draw, we don't even have any room to draw right now. So what do? This is not a very good opening turn. It's kind of unfortunate, but I'm looking at this like I have 10 cards in hand and I don't want to play anything. I think we want to play a few cards. I think this is okay. I think Footwork's okay. You have an infinite blades in hand. I think a dagger throw's okay. What are you gonna drop though? Backstab? What kind of attacks do we have? We have cloak and daggers. So you know what? Yeah, drop a backstab, play a footwork. I know we're taking damage from playing cards, but what else are we gonna do on this turn really? You know, it's a strange turn. We're intangible and taking 1 damage. We've got apparitions. Dude, honestly, I think you just nightmare apparitions. I think you draw. Well, I think you alchemize, draw. Okay, well, I mean, if it's gonna have to be that way, it's gonna have to be that way. Just purging the vulnerability immediately. Take 2 damage. I'm also freeing hand space so that we can actually get the apparitions. There you go. Dude, honestly, like... kinda like the panic button. We can't gain block for 2 turns, but like, who cares? We get you to 42 poison. I mean, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 5 apparitions in hand, and then another one in the deck. I don't see the heart killing us. It's gonna take 150 damage roughly per cycle, and I can completely handle like 3 cycles with the apparitions that we have. So I don't think we're gonna die. I think we're gonna be fine. I used the draw potion, but I kind of regret doing it because right now there's no reason to play the melees. I have a Shiv in hand. Let's purge it and then end turn. Dude, my draw can't really do all that much for me right now, but that's something. I mean... You know what? We should not have played that. We had freaking Tori, man. Dude, end turn? We should have kept an apparition. Guys, I can't play any cards until I get rid of these apparitions, but I don't want to get rid of these apparitions because they're the only blocks I have. I'm kind of caught in a weird catch-22 right now. Get out of my hand, get out of my hand. We have the fairy in a bottle too, so I'm not really that worried. It's just, it's a weird setup right now. Okay, end turn. I mean, you're dead, right? We're also intangible again. Drew another apparition, by the way. I see you outmaneuver. Probably a good time for a malaise. We're gonna have 3 HP. Well, you're not doing any damage, which is good. Are we intangible? No, but if I play a card, I'll die. So why don't we backflip first? And then... play it. Play it. And I mean, this is a weird... It's a weird setup, but like... exactly what we wanted to happen is happening, which is we're able to play, and I mean, our strength is kind of nice. We're able to play enough apparitions to not take a meaningful amount of damage. We can finally get rid of this wound, by the way. We just apparition like literally every turn, and the heart is dead before it can hit us again. All right, well, what a, dude, Nightmare. I know Ogrim's not here, but when he gets here, tell him that Nightmare was like the defining moment of this run that kind of made me believe, because tripling up on that apparition was kind of nice. Dude, this is the second run that I won taking apparitions. I'm very surprised at how good apparition has been in A20 runs. I thought that having low HP would be a little bit more detrimental, and it is detrimental. If you get one turn of bad draw, you're freaking dead. But at least for this run, like for the Watcher run that we had, it was very risky because I had to draw them on the right turn. But I had vaults. On this run, having Runic Pyramid and upgrading them means you can just hold on to them. It's kind of worked. And again, I'm super surprised that Apparition has been such a critically important card, but it's been phenomenal on multiple runs. What an interesting run this was. With the help of chat, in particular also Ogrim with his little suggestions. I mean, I gotta be honest, from the beginning I was like, are we really skipping all of these cards and then going to win? And then we skipped all these cards and won. I don't know how to feel about this. I mean, we did add a lot of cards in the freaking deck, but we had good enough cards, and especially with the apparitions, it kind of just worked. But yeah, I don't know how to feel about this. I feel like I need to watch some of these videos from actually good Slay the Spire streamers and say, hey, how do you win A20 heart runs? But it's been good, it's been fun. And I feel like I'm always learning something new. I feel like we got very good relics on this run too. I mean, Turnip? Runic Pyramid? Incense Burner? Orange Pellets and Tori? The Ninja Scroll and Gambling Chip? And by the way, Eternal Feather. Oh my god, Eternal Feather. So freaking good. OP relic of the game. Yeah, I don't know. It was good though. Even the one-off cards that I took, like Phantasmal Killer, ended up being kind of nice. We didn't have to play it, and it does cost energy. When you upgrade it, it's free. But there were a few turns where I knew that I had cards in hand that were lethal if I had double damage. And so I would just hold on to Finisher and a couple of Cloak and Daggers, and then Phantasmal Killer meant that next turn I could get a kill on something. And speaking of Finisher, I'm very glad I made that innate on the Shield and Spear fight, because we were able to do exactly what I wanted to do, get a kill on the shield if possible, and we did, barely. We used potions to make it happen, but so what? What a fun run. What a strange run. And, you know what? I'm happy to have been a part of this. I'm gonna try to do, I think, more runs in the future where I get people's opinions on things and try to get people maybe into Discord too and be like, okay, well, we're gonna play the same run. Well, maybe we're not gonna play the same run. Like, here's me doing the run, here's me doing the, two different people doing the run and seeing what happens. Hey, Laced in Blood, thank you very much for the resub. Top right, by the way. But I think it would be fun, honestly, to have people who are a little bit more knowledgeable about the game help me out a little bit, and maybe even help you out as well, fellow viewer.